Welcome to Mbuya Parent School and Kindergarten, situated in Kampala City with modern, well-equipped facilities plus extensive playing fields and amenities. Mbuya Parent School believes that a better future lies where children know how to find and create balances in themselves and the world around them. This explains our fusion of academic subjects and co-curricular activities. There are many opportunities presented to them to flourish both in and outside the classroom.
I want to become a president when I grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
I will be the best fashion designer.
Mbuya Parent School, the sky is our limit.
Hello, Primary 6 learners. I'm Teacher Marvelous, and I'm going to facilitate our lesson 2. The last time, in our lesson 1, we introduced ourselves to the topic of debate. And when I mentioned the word debate, I think there are some words, the vocabulary that we looked at under that topic, and let us just have a quick flashback. When I mentioned the word debate, what are some of the vocabulary that we looked at this topic? Yes? Good. We looked at the word debate. Another one? Thank you. We looked at the word proposers. Which other word can you remember? Motion. Wow. Which other word did we look at? Secretary. Wonderful. Another word? We also had the word audience. Yes? Good. We also had the word patron. So these are some of the words that we looked at. What is a debate? What do we mean by the term proposers? What about motion? What about secretary? What about audience? And then what about patron? Let us have just a quick reminder. A debate is simply an argument. You are free to give your side. Maybe there is a motion, a topic. You are free to give your side. Either you support it or you don't support it. That is what we call a debate. And then the proposers, these are people who argue in support of a given topic. The motion is simply a topic for discussion, whereas the secretary is that person who writes down points that are aired out during a debate. And the audience, these are the people who are listening to a debate. And then the patron is a person in charge of activities of a club. And for our case, we shall say a patron is a person who is in charge of the activities of a debating club. Okay, let us have more fun with our words. I am a 9-letter word used to mean a person responsible for recording points in a debate. What am I? Thank you very much. Someone has said you are a secretary. So the answer is secretary. Let us have another. I'm a 6-letter word used to mean an argument about a given topic. What am I? Correct. The answer is debate. I am a word used to refer to people listening to a debate or a presentation. I have 8 letters. What am I? Good. The answer is audience. Let us have another one. I'm in charge of a debating club in my school. Who am I? What do we call a person who is in charge of a debating club in a school? Thank you. That's a patron. We speak in favor of a motion in a debate. Who are we? For us, when they bring a motion, we are always in support. Our points agree with the motion statement. Who are we? Good. We are proposers. That is the answer. So, I'm a 6-letter word to mean the topic selected for discussion in a debate. Say my name. Which word is that? Thank you. The answer is motion. A 6-letter word used to mean a topic selected for a discussion in a debate. So, having made that recap, I expect you now to be able to spell all these words because we already spelled them. But you have to keep spelling them to make sure that you still remember them. Now today we are going to have a lesson about composition. Okay? We are going to look at composition writing, and we shall look at, in particular, we shall look at writing an invitation letter for a friendly debate. In this lesson, I expect you that by the end, you should be in position to name the parts of an official letter. You should also be able to write an invitation letter for a debate. Once you achieve that, then we shall say that our effort in this lesson 2 has been properly utilized. So let us have a question. Look at this question. Some words are highlighted and there is a reason why. Read through it. Okay, very good. So you will realize that this question, it demands you to write an official letter. But before writing an official letter, let us have a look at the parts of an official letter, or the components of an official. Yes, now let us look at the different parts of an official letter. The first part, a good official letter must have the writer's address. After the writer's address, the second part should be date. From date, we should have the receiver's address. After the receiver's address, you should not miss out on the salutation. After the salutation, we should have the reference, or the reason, the main reason. Then after the reference, now you bring the body. After the body, please, you bring what we call the complementary clause, or what we call the subscription. After that, you bring the signature and the name. These 8 must not miss in a good official letter. Let us have a look at our question. First component of an official letter is the writer's address. Remember from your primary 5 when you learned about personal letters, we said the writer's address is your own address, you who is writing. So according to this question, the writer's address is Opindi Primary School, P.O. Box 997, Opindi. That is the writer's address. Secondly, the second component is date. And the date, you give that one. You give the date of that very day when you're writing the letter. So today is the 21st of May, 2020. The third component is the receiver's address. Now here, you come back to the question and look, they are telling you write to. It means that is the person who will receive the letter. So the receiver's address in this case is the Patron Debating Club of Kamding Primary School, P.O. Box 451, Pakwach. Our next part is the salutation. Salutation is the part when you say, dear sir, dear madam, dear John, dear so and so. But how do you tell that I'm going to say dear sir or dear madam or dear sir or madam? It is in the question. If you have read through this question, you will see that in the question they are telling you that invite his or her school for a friendly debate, meaning that in your salutation you will also say dear sir or madam, because they have not said invite his school. If they had said invite his school, it would surely mean that the person you're writing to is a male. But they are saying invite his or her school. So in your salutation, we shall have it as dear sir or madam. After salutation, the next component is reference. Why are you writing this letter? What is this letter all about? It is an invitation for a friendly debate. That is what you shall have for your reference. Then from there, you go to the body. Remember, the body, you should make sure that the body is appearing in at least 3 phases. You should have you should introduce it very well. You should have an introduction. You should have now the main reason, the core of the letter, and then you should have the part of the conclusion. And in the body, there are things that you must not miss out. They said when you write this letter, make sure that you inform that patron about some of these things. One, the motion. It is here. You have in your body, make sure you don't miss out on the motion. They also say that you shouldn't miss out on the date when the debate will take place. The time also shouldn't miss in your body. And then you should also inform him or her that his or her school will support the motion, and the chairperson and timekeeper will come from the school as well. After that, we go to the part which we call the complementary clause, or what we call the subscription. That is the part where you say yours faithfully. In primary 5, in personal letters, we're using a variety of words. Yours sincerely, yours affectionately, yours truly. But for these official letters, when you have used the title sir or madam, you are restricted to using yours faithfully. And if you saluted the person by their name, for example, if you said, dear John, that is when you use yours sincerely. So for our case, our complementary clause or the subscription is going to be yours faithfully. Then the last component of an official letter is the signature and then name. It has to be in that order. You start with the signature, and that is your name, you the writer, you who has written the letter, your name in small letters. Then down you have your name in capital letters. Let us have a sample of an official letter from our question. You see, we have the address, there it is. Number 2, we have the date, there it is. Then we have the address of the receiver. Another component of an official letter is salutation. Now the salutation, we said, is the part where you say dear sir or madam. The reason as to why you said dear sir or madam is because in the question they were not clear as to whether the patron of that club is male or female, because they say write to his or her school. So we also have to use these titles sir or madam because we don't know whether that patron is male or female. Then we go to the main reason of writing the letter, invitation for a friendly debate. Our next part is the body. The body should also be written in 3 parts. You must have the introduction, you must have now the main reason, the core of writing the letter, whereby we say there are some things that must not miss in the body according to the question. Then the body should also have the conclusion, a concluding statement. That is why here we have this sentence. Now this is the introduction. Then we come to this one, the core, whereby you're talking about the motion, you're talking about the date, you're talking about the time, you're also talking about which side that school is going to be on, it is going to support. In other words, they are going to be proposers. And then you're also informing them that the chairperson and the timekeeper will come from that very school. Then still, you now have the concluding statement. The body is in 3 parts: introduction, now the main body, the main reasons, and then a conclusion. From there, we have the complementary clause. Reason as to why here we have used yours faithfully, we have already known. It is because in the salutation, we use the titles, not the name of a person. Please take note, when you salute using the name of a person, you use yours sincerely. And when you salute using a title, you use yours faithfully. Then from there, we have the signature. That is your name in small letters. Then you have also the name now in capital letters. But remember, in the question they said, assuming you are the secretary of the debating club of that school. So you have to indicate your title, that you're the secretary, debating club. Thank you very much for your attention. Now, I'm going to give you another question, and I expect you to write a very good official letter. Read through. As you read through, make sure that you highlight the key information following the 8 parts of an official letter that we have looked at, and you should be able to come out with a beautiful official letter. Thank you very much for your attention. Here ends our lesson. I wish you good luck. Stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.